Hey everyone, I'm Samantha Frontera and I'm the CEO and founder of Exclusive+PR. And I'm here with our video partner, Lakeshore Video, George, and he's actually been working with us for the past 4 years. We've had an amazing partnership, but we're very excited because we're going to dive into some new media offerings that we have. We can create you a custom package geared towards yourself, your brand, and your business, and it includes social media, website services, marketing, digital online media, and also video services. And George is going to tell us a little bit more about the breakdown of the 4 videos that we need and a bit more about his business and what he does as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam. So kind of the outline for our video services is branding, political campaigns, training videos, and events.
So you might be thinking, I could just shoot video on my phone and that's good enough. But there are times when you definitely want to use a professional videographer like our team. George, why is it so important?
Yeah, so when it comes to video, your phone looks pretty good these days. I'm not going to lie, the iPhone is doing some wonderful things, but really what makes a video good is the lighting and the audio and the framing. Now, you might be okay at framing stuff with your phone and you might get away with it if you're like an influencer or something like that. But when it comes to your business, you want to look really professional. And someone like me, I can come in and make sure every shot is perfect. And I bring in these giant lights. You can't see them right now. I'll show you in the behind the scenes here. But these lights do basically sculpting to make you look your best. So when it comes to audio, your phone audio really isn't that great. You need professional microphones if you want to sound good. And when somebody's consuming this content on their phone and they're just scrolling through all these endless videos from influencers who are all filming on their phones, your video is going to pop off the screen when they have professional lights that make their faces brighter than the background. That's kind of a big thing, is like we're directing the eye to you. And that's what's going to separate your content from all the other content out there if you do it professionally. So I don't suggest doing stuff for your business entirely on your phone. You can do a little bit on your phone for your everyday type of posts on social media, but on your website especially, you want all of that content to be professional. If that doesn't look professional, people are going to leave your website. They're not going to actually deep dive and see who you are and want to buy your product because they're like, these people, I don't know.
We're amateur, and it needs to really be polished. And that's what our team brings to you, is a very polished production at the end, where you will have a sleek video where you can promote your product, services, your brand, and your business. So I'm actually a former broadcaster, reporter, producer, and at one point in my career, George, I actually was a one-man band reporter. And that was really hard because that meant that I was doing everything that George does, which is setting up my own camera, having to make sure the audio was run properly with whoever I was interviewing, and then also even having to film myself on camera, along with going back to the station, uploading all that video and editing it in a very timely manner for the news. Very stressful when you're trying to look good on camera, make sure you got facts straight from your story and be on deadline. So having someone like George, who is a professional videographer, to come out and actually shoot this where you don't have to mess around with all those nitty-gritty details is incredibly important. George, tell us about your background and your schooling.
Yeah, so I went to Ball State University, majored in audio and video production, and I've been doing this for over 10 years. So just all that experience, like I've gone through all the learning pitfalls that you guys don't have to go through because I've done it myself. So when you're trying to film things yourself and trying to get it all right, and like you said, remember all the facts and everything like that, it's too much for one person to handle. So that's why you should let a team do it, like Exclusive PR, and they can handle all of the facts and make sure you're on point, make sure you're looking good. There's so many little details that you can't do it all yourself.
Right.
And even just as simple as framing, that's something that like not everybody has an eye for what framing, how to make it all look good. So the framing, the audio, the lighting, and then that's just the video side of it, because the other side is, like I said, making sure you look good, saying the right things. If you say something weird and you don't catch it yourself, that could end up being very detrimental to your business. So it's kind of one of those things that you don't want to put that kind of stress on yourself. You should let us handle all those details.
Absolutely. And it's really important, because looking your best and making sure you're portraying that across the camera is really vital. And therefore, you don't want to be shooting your own video and being worried about the framing, like he mentioned, or the audio, whether or not that was, done properly, and then having to go back and edit it yourself. Let us handle that for you, and we'd be happy to do so.
So when it comes to branding, basically you want to start off with a teaser. And this teaser is like what hooks your audience and gets them to come visit your website. This is what you're going to run as an ad on social media, or if you want to run it on television, we can do that as well. And that's going to usually be a 15 to 30 second ad. And this hooks your audience and gets them to pique their interest and make them want to see a little bit more about you. And it gets them to your website. That's the main thing, is you want to get them to your website so that they can learn more about you. And then once they have gotten on your website, you're going to want to have a little bit longer teaser, which is like your promo video that goes at the head of the website. And that just dives a little bit deeper into your business. It's still going to be like that fun type of video. And it really just makes people get excited about who you are, what you do, and make them want to dive even deeper. And so then what we have after that is an explainer video that allows the audience who's already got their interest piqued, it allows them to really dive into your services and see what you actually do. So this is going to be like a 5 to 10 minute video where you're explaining all of your different products and services. And that's essentially what this video is right now. We're talking about all of our different products and services. And once you have them understanding, like, okay, I know who they are, at least I know what they do, but who are they? So after they know what you do, they want to feel connected to you. They want to feel like you are part of the community. And so we hook you into the community by doing an about us type of video. And so that video is like an interview with the owner of the business. It can also include different staff that you may have, and this gives a face to your business and it lets people connect on an emotional level. And this is like a 5 to 10 minute video as well, and you really want to dive more in depth about like who you are, why you started the business. The why is like kind of the big part of it, and how you might be giving back to the community, different things like that. And then once you have yourself into the hearts of your potential clients, usually they're going to go ahead and purchase your products or use your services. But you really want to keep yourself in the forefront of their minds with your constant content on social media. And so you want to do that by having testimonials. Those are usually 2 to 3 minutes long. You can do podcasts. This is essentially a podcast right now, except for we're not going for an hour talking back and forth. But with podcasts, it's nice because your audience can really get a good sense of who you are. Long form content is constantly growing, and it's something that people don't really think about when they're marketing. So it's something that can allow people to really like you and almost feel like they're your friend. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, any podcast that you watch, you feel like you know that person. Mm-hmm. If you're watching them on a weekly basis or something like that, or even daily basis. And then also you're gonna wanna use social media to do stuff like specials you're running. You can just post up a picture that has what types of specials you're running. You can do a short video on your phone, even that is really nice. And you can do that for events, or even just fun content like challenges, or being goofy like the hot wing challenge, things like that. If you want to film that professionally, we can definitely help you. But you can also film some of this stuff on your phone and send that content over to us, and we can edit it in a way that engages the audience and keeps people retention. Basically, everyone has short attention span these days, so we want to retain the audience. So it's nice to even have you filming things that we might not necessarily be able to be there to film it, because it's like spur of the moment. Capture it on your phone, iPhone, whatever phone you have. It works great these days. And sometimes you want to do behind the scenes stuff of what you're doing. And occasionally we like to do like a more edited, where we sit down and do an interview with you about like this event or something that you're doing. We'll interview you, and then we'll put B-roll over that of like showing what goes into all the different products you make or services you provide. Just having a deeper dive into all that stuff is always really nice. And so that kind of wraps up as far as branding. And all this stuff, you're going to want to talk to Sam to have her create your website, your logo, your whatever colors you want to use for your business. All of that stuff matters. Even the font, all the way down to the font you use, all that stuff matters. And so we kind of tie that all into the video. So when we're creating videos, we're using your specific colors, your specific font, your logo, everything that brings your business into one package. Another thing that we do cover is events. And these are typically, you'll do a long form video as well as a highlight edit. And this can be something like, we did the River Forest Medical Center. What were they doing?
They were doing talking about mammograms and how important it is to actually get your mammogram. So we got this opportunity to dive into their new technology and their 3D mammograms. And we were able to film an event that they had hosted and really just kind of show the community who maybe missed out on an event what happened at the event, and if they wanted to come utilize their services, where they could go and what their offerings were.
Yeah, and that was a really cool event. And then we ended up turning that into a short highlight edit that they can use to promote that new machine that they had. And so this is great for grand openings, company parties. Sometimes companies have like holiday parties or anniversaries, things like that. Graduations, maybe if your medical students are graduating, you might want to cover all that stuff. And then educational speakers, that's another big thing that we do sometimes. If there is a speaker that doesn't come around very often, they're giving a speech on a very specific topic, we can capture that so that other people can watch it, and we can live stream that. That's a big thing that kind of during the pandemic, everybody kind of needed live streaming, and I don't think it's going away because people got used to being able to consume this content from their home, being able to learn from their home. So live streaming is a big part of what we do. We can do up to 6 cameras, wireless. We can have them anywhere in the venue, anywhere that we can get a good angle. So having multiple camera angles allows you to cover the event in a more professional way than just like your phone. Like that's not a good way to live stream. And we're going to have wireless microphones and everything else so that we can capture it with high quality video, high quality audio. It's going to be like anything you've seen on television where they're capturing a sporting event, something like that. Like we can do that level of quality. So nonprofits are a big part of that with fundraising. During the pandemic, we did for the Waldorf School, the Chicago Waldorf School, we did a live stream where the entire fundraiser was all on the live stream. There was nobody in the auditorium while we were doing that. And they ended up raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, like these long form events and live streams, they're usually an hour or more. And then you cut that down into a short highlight edit for social media. Training videos. This is something that a lot of businesses don't think about, but training videos can save you a lot of time, especially when you have a ton of employee turnover. it's hard to train those employees. You're wasting a lot of hours training those employees. So by creating training videos that the new employees can just watch that video and kind of get up to speed as to what they're supposed to be doing on a day-to-day basis. You can also train them in things like diversity training or any kind of procedures that you might be required by law for you to train people on. We can create those videos for you, and it'll save you time in not having to hire an instructor for all this type of stuff. And another part of training videos, some companies need training videos to train their customers, because some companies sell different types of products that might be a little confusing on how to use. And to save you guys money in the customer support side, you can have these training videos so that people already know how to use the product correctly, and they're not breaking things. You're not having stuff being returned, and you're not having them sit on the phone with customer service for hours, having to pay all those customer service people as well. So training videos, usually 5 to 10 minutes. Anything more, you're not really going to be able to get people's attention for that long. But yeah, they can be super helpful for just making sure that everybody is up to speed and you don't have to spend all this extra time. And another thing that's kind of nice, we've done this with real estate agents where we have them, if the customer has or clients have a lot of questions all the time, you can answer those questions in videos and put those videos up on a certain section, like a Q&A section of your website. You can put answers to all of those questions, and basically anything that is kind of very repetitive that you're saying to the same clients or to new clients, saying the same thing every single time, you get tired of it. So having those training videos is nice.
And very helpful and useful in many different ways. So I definitely think that if you are looking to, like George mentioned, save money on perhaps an executive that would have to come in and train your staff, and you need some polished videos that your staff can watch, we can definitely help you with that.
Political campaigns. That's another big thing that we've been doing. How long have we been doing political campaigns?
Oh, wow. Probably about 4 years. And I feel like George and I have shot maybe almost 40, 45 political video campaigns. We've worked with aldermanic candidates, judges, and it's just been great. It's been so fun getting to know their story and learning their journey. And sometimes, they're straight to camera video shoots, or sometimes it's a little bit more fun and we get to know their family, who the voters are and those in their community. So, but we have done a ton of them and they've been really great.
Yeah, I love doing these. And sometimes we do them interview style where we have the person speaking to someone off camera, off to the side here. And those can be great. We can basically have it conversational style, so it doesn't sound so scripted. And we can cut that up into several different topics to create multiple videos about it. And then we sometimes do direct audience if the political candidate has a message that they want to drive home. It's nice to talk straight to the camera like we're doing now, because we're talking directly to the audience, and it lets them connect with them. And for that, we usually use a teleprompter so that we can have it very scripted, very direct message, and we know exactly how that's going to be.
And another thing about like using a teleprompter too is, some people are kind of nervous sometimes to talk on camera because they're not used to it. So one of the jobs that I do in George is just really making sure that you feel comfortable on camera. We can do as many takes as you need. I can also offer additional media training services prior to that video shoot if you're nervous to see yourself on camera or you've never done this before. So just because you've never done a video before about your business, or if you are running for political office and it makes you nervous, we are definitely there to make sure that you feel completely comfortable on camera. And that's really important. I think a lot of value that we do provide.
Yeah, for sure. We do want to also mention that we can do photography services.
Absolutely.
And here at the office, we can bring you guys in to do headshots and things like that. Sam, where's your office located?
So we're at 833 West Chicago Avenue. So you can definitely come and get headshots here. George films beautiful headshots, and he shoots amazing video and also does the headshots. And then we are going to be talking about something we're really excited about. We're very excited because this year in 2023, we have a mobile video studio that we are going to bring to you. So all you have to do is literally sign up for video production, and George will bring all of his amazing equipment. It's very professional, so multi-cameras, audio equipment that he mentioned, and lighting. Making sure you have good lighting is really important. And so we're going to bring that all to you. So our mobile video studio is all your media needs in one place. And it's just great because it cuts down the transportation. If you come to our studio, you are welcome to come here and we will film here. But it might be easier for us to bring the equipment to your business or to your home to promote your service offerings in your business and what you have going on. So I think it's very unique because yes, you can shoot video on your iPhone, and yes, you can do these things yourself. However, why would you want to if you have the experts like ourselves to come to you, help you write the script, help you film it, and make it very professional that you can put out to your audience? So that way you're creating that very polished look and people want to use your service or go to your business. And that's what we are really offering today and the value that we bring with the mobile video production studio.
Yeah. And, you know, when it comes to doing photos and video of your business, like, people want to see the actual location. Mm-hmm. So it's great. Like, we can do product stuff here, like where we're just doing a backdrop and maybe filming it or taking pictures on a table or something like that. But seeing it in action at your location is probably going to be more impactful. And we can also come and take pictures of your entire staff. Mm-hmm. We can take pictures and video of your clients interacting with your staff. That's kind of major to show that you actually are in business. People actually come in there and do buy your products or services. And so one thing about the mobile production studio is it can save you time, because sometimes you can't make it all the way across the city to get to this studio at a certain time. So we can come to you and just film it there on your time, whenever works best for you guys. So
absolutely. So we're very excited about it. So make sure to reach out to us if you'd like more information. You can give us a call at 847-703-0529. And also you will see our video partnership with George and Lakeshore Video on my website, which is www.exclusive-PR.com. So make sure to check us out.